This is International Roundups. I'm Dennis Asseto, KTN, in partnership with Viori. We begin from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where together with Uganda, President Yoweri Museveni has said that they are building a quarantine facility in the Democratic Republic of Congo to be able to address the issues that come about with Ebola. This is that story.
Some of them come through the border on foot and in boats. Now, that's where the danger is. First of all, by coming in that way, you take long. You're hiding, days pass. Even if you arrive in a health center, you have lost some time. So that's why we have worked with the Congo government, and these people will tell you what the exact plan, to open joint medical camps on the Congo side and announce it. We are here. If you feel sick, come. Don't try to go to Uganda, because there you delay. Come here, come. We think that one will help.
Still in the Democratic Republic of Congo on matters to do with Ebola, and the head of Africa CDC has said and actually called on the international community not to issue travel advisories, but instead to partner with them in order to find solutions to Ebola that continues to wreak havoc not only in Democratic Republic of Congo, but in Uganda, with the possibility of that threat being exported across the globe.
Next Tuesday, 16th of June, we have a high-level presidential meeting. All African head of state will meet virtually from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern African time. The meeting will be led by the president of Burundi, who is the AU chair. And one of the topics to be discussed will be, what can we do in this environment to give access to health workers and to allow population in need to get the support they deserve. We as Africa CDC, we cannot address this issue, but our leaders, they have to tell us what we can do. We are waiting for this meeting, and I'm so excited that finally this meeting will take place, and we hope to have good resolution from our leaders.
And we go to South Africa, and this is a sad story of xenophobia that continues to be witnessed, especially in South Africa. Nigerians who touched down back home have said that they had to leave South Africa because they were asked to leave. One asks the question, if we are at an Advent time where we're talking about Pan-Africanism, then where is there room for xenophobia that continues to be seen?
Some of these children have to go to school. So a lot of work with the sub-national, states, local governments on how to reintegrate their citizens. But Mr. President has done the biggest thing, which is to pay for their flights to come back home.
Welcome home. The problem in South Africa is the leaders. They literally make everybody illegal immigrant in their country, which is very, very bad. When you go to seek for a document, they will not give you documents, and when you go for document, they will arrest you.
The xenophobia has not really affected me, but it did affect my kids in terms of the teachers discriminating my kids and also being so biased towards my kids. Another incident, also my kid also got stabbed, but because the child that stabbed him was a South African, they gave that child more credit than my son.
Please carry your bags and join.
They asked us to leave. They stopped us
from doing our business. They say we must not do business. So that is why we say it's better we come back to Nigeria.
From South Africa, we go to the Middle East, and in the Middle East, President Donald Trump was asked by journalists whether he would resume bombing Iran, and his response was, yes, we will do that. This is bearing the fact that there have been talks to be able to bring peace in that war that has seen Iran, United States of America and Israel engage in that war that has seen fuel prices across the globe shoot up.
Well, we're going to be attacking them very hard.
You're resuming bombing?
Yeah, well, we are. Based on the helicopter, I guess we have the right to do that. You know, they shot down a very incredible, actually an incredible machine. And at first they said they didn't do it, then they admitted they did it. It's sort of easy because we have the bomb. We actually have the bomb. We got very lucky that bomb didn't explode. That bomb was lodged in the helicopter. It didn't explode. It was on fire, but it didn't explode. Those two guys, they knew how to fly, but they got very lucky. And then we had the unmanned boat going very, very fast at speeds that you wouldn't want to go. That's why it's unmanned, I guess, because nobody can go in that. But they rescued, so both people are, fortunately, the pilots are okay.
And still in the Middle East, the Strait of Hormuz is officially closed. This was the statement by the leadership of Iran following the renewed attacks by the United States of America, despite an existing framework or talks that were ongoing to bring to an end that fight. This is that story.
Greetings to you, esteemed presence. Following America's aggression against our country, the central headquarters of Hazrat Khatam al-Abiya has announced that due to the continued malfunction of criminal American in light of aggressive armies attack on central and southern areas in Hormozgan province, the Strait of Hormuz is hereby declared closed as of the moment to the passage of any type of vessel, including tankers and commercial ships.
As we continue talking about the ongoing war in the Middle East, the leadership in Iran have said that United States of America has not gained anything in this war that is ongoing. The reason why they further state that the US has gone back to issuing threats, but add that nothing again will be achieved with the renewed bombing of Iran. Take a look.
From the beginning of the 12-day war until today, as we have spent nearly 100 days in the Ramadan war, the US president has constantly engaged in excessive rhetoric and expressed matters stemming from his delusions and shaky approaches. As for his plans to threaten the Islamic Republic of Iran again, if he looks back at the 12-day war and the fate he faced in the Ramadan war, if he does not censor his own statistic on casualties and death, and if he carefully examines the event of these past few days, and they are properly reported to him, he should naturally not resort to threats or uncalculated and irrationally behavior again. Of course, it's unnatural for the US president to make such remarks because he has gained nothing. He did not achieve anything in the 40-day war, nor in these times. Now because he has an empty track record and empty hand, and has incurred very heavy costs in his war that have brought no gains for the Americans, while also causing numerous economic problems for the world, and Americans is forced to make these threats. However, he should know that this is Iran. This is United Front with a firm ideology based on the principles and ideas of Islam. Just as our nation and our armed forces stood united during the Ramadan war, should he take any uncalculated action, he will definitely receive a more regretful, more painful, and undoubtedly more decisive response.
From the war in the Middle East, we now go to Europe. The European Union Commission, through the President Ursula von der Leyen, has said that they have instituted the 21st set of sanctions against Russia. This as they continue to push to an end to that war that pits Russia and Ukraine. The President saying that these sanctions continue to hurt not only the government by the citizens of the country.
So, good afternoon. Almost every day now, we wake up with the same kind of news. Another major Russian strike on Ukrainian cities, targeting civilians blindly. We also wake up to the news of drones violating European airspace over the Baltics and along our eastern borders. 2 weeks ago, a drone crashed into an apartment building in Romania. Another one exploded in the port of Constantia just last week. Some call it Russian escalating. I see it differently. It's plain and simply failure. 4 years after the start of its full-scale invasion, Russia has clearly failed to subjugate Ukraine. The price Russia pays is heavier by the day, and it is paid primarily by the people of Russia.
And the world's greatest and largest sport, World Cup, just kicked off in the 3 countries: United States of America, Mexico, or what many would call Mexico, and Canada. And with that, the opening performance, and with that, our very own Burna Boy and Shakira. Many say the belly dancer really pulled it out to ensure that everybody enjoyed it. This was the performance.
Mexico! Mexico! La pasión vive aquí!
The Parade of Nations begins now. Let's hear it for the host nation, Mexico.
The city was beneath the sunlight, green and red across the sky. Every street becomes a stadium, every dream begins to fly. Children running with the football, heroes painted on the wall. Every heartbeat tells a story, every voice answers the call. Hear the drums, feel the fire, rising higher and higher. When we sing, when we stand, you can feel it through the land.
Look to the sky as we kick off the 2026 World Cup here in the heart of Mexico
Raise
City.
your voice, let the whole world hear our cry.
There goes Mexico. Many would ask, what exactly have they done? Well, Mexico becomes the very first team to defeat an opponent in the ongoing World Cup. Remember, they are the host and they defeated South Africa. Winner. What happened? Well, the better team outdid the other one. Mexico won 2-0. As Mexico defeated Bafana from South Africa, one person has come out to be really maybe the MVP of that game, or for Mexicans. Why? Raul Jimenez is being seen as someone who's now coming out, because the previous games or the previous World Cup displays, he has been at the shadows of others. Perhaps this is an opportunity for him to get out, to shine, and perhaps bring the gong home to Mexico.
I read an interview saying that this has to be his Raul Jimenez World Cup. I think it started on the right foot. It is his fourth World Cup, and it seemed to me that each time he has been in the shadow of someone else. I don't know if Oribe Peralta, I don't know if Henry Martin, Chicharito, I don't know, but now he is a starter of this team. He has won it fair and square, plus his personal situation motivated him twice as much, and on top of that, he's a goal scorer.
But we played a good game. I saw a desperate Mexico some moments in the game. They didn't know what to do with the ball. The organization was perfect defensively. At the other side, offensively, I think we have to improve. There were some opportunities that with the last pass or the running of our players was not the right one. So I think this is something to improve in the next days, and then I'm sure we can play the same game but being better offensively, that we'll have a better result also.
Bafana becomes the very first country to be defeated in the 2026 World Cup. But they are optimistic that they can pick themselves up and perform better in this competition. Many say that with losing the very first game, perhaps they need to pull their socks and ensure that they do better.
It's the first match, it's the first game for them. They might be a bit stiff. They'll get it right. Let's forgive our boys, guys. Like, I forgave them.
Hey, very disappointing. Plus on the first game to get something like this, to start off a World Cup like this, very disappointing, I have to say. On our first game, 2 red cards. Temba Zwane just came on and gets a red card. It's very disappointing. Bafana, to be honest, they got a lot of work to be done. A lot of work. I think they need to change a lot of things. They're not playing as a team. They need a lot of things to be done. To be honest, it's just we can't handle the pressure. First game of the World Cup in Mexico's hometown. I just think our boys are a little pressurized. But give it some time. Next game we'll get it.
There is a name that the world is talking or calling pretty much, and the gentleman is Omar Atan. He is Somali by birth and by citizenry. And he is equally a referee, acknowledged referee by FIFA. He had been selected to officiate a game in the United States of America, but upon reaching United States of America, he was denied entry. He had to be deported and went back home, but he was received as a king in Somalia, with many saying he is loved back home. He does not need external individuals to show him love. Goes to show that perhaps he would have been a star if given an opportunity.
Your welcome touched my heart. Thank you very much. I will remember this day forever. It is a great honor for me to see the people of Homar, Mogadishu, gathered here in support of me. It brings me great joy. We were treated unfairly, and our boy was denied the opportunity to become the first Somali referee to attend the World Cup. He could have made history. Unfortunately, that did not happen. The United States under President Trump prevented it. We condemn that decision. We hope our international referee will have the opportunity to attend the next World Cup and the one which will be held in Saudi Arabia.
President Donald Trump's government has been asked about their plan when it comes to matters to do with immigration. This following the denial of entry of Omar Atan, the FIFA accredited referee. And President Trump has said that they are doing everything to ensure that anyone who gets into the United States of America is the right person to be there. This has been labeled in matters to do with security. But many say perhaps with World Cup being in the United States of America, immigration and visa accreditation becomes something that it should open up for all the arena where games will be played to be filled according to expectations of FIFA.
Most successful World Cup they've ever had. They've never sold tickets at that level. They've never sold that many tickets so quickly. It's amazing because you don't think of soccer. We use the word football, soccer, right? But you don't think of soccer in this country. It's the most successful. I spoke to Johnny this morning. He's fantastic, and he's the boss. He said there's never been anything close to what's happened.
The New York Knicks have become that team that many are touting to win this year's NBA Finals. Why? Because they just made the best recovery ever in NBA history to win Game 4. And many are saying the man, Wembanyama, stands out to be the man that is making Knicks perhaps win this game. Who are you supporting? Myself, Knicks all the way. Are you biased? Don't worry, Knicks are taking it home.
Knicks in the penalty from here on in. The Spurs have yet to commit a foul here in the fourth quarter.
And Knicks going with Alvarado and Brunson.
Anunoby, three-pointers good. 6 3-pointers for Anunoby. It's an 11-point game. It was 29 at one point. Hart pushing up Harper almost. Oh, he does throw it away. Almost had a backcourt violation. Anunoby. Towns fakes, drives on Wemby, goes inside, stops, flips it up, shot is good. It's single digits, 97-88, and it's just great battling.
And yes, that's all we had for you right here on International Roundup. We've looked at Ebola in the continent, war in Ukraine. We've looked at war in the Middle East and what must be done, not forgetting xenophobia that continues to exist in South Africa. But then again, Mexico did that thing, defeated South Africa, Bafana, but they are hopeful that they would be able to win. I'm Dennis Asseto, KTN in partnership with Viori.